On this episode of Cape Media News, we introduce the Heart of Cape Cod, a new segment that explores small businesses. Learn about the Barnstable Municipal Airport's new name change and talk with Indivisible Outer Cape. These stories and more, this is Cape Media News. You're watching Cape Media News, your local, authentic newscast. I'm Gabrielle Rawson. Thank you for joining us. Well, it's a new year, and already 2021 is kicked off to an intense start. January 6th saw riots at the Capitol building in D.C. that killed 5 people. The House voted to impeach President Donald Trump for the second time, and coronavirus is still spreading out of control across the country and around the world. Locally elected officials are still working hard to help small business owners stay afloat and establishing rollout plans for the vaccine. Vaccines are currently being given to qualified recipients as part of the state's phased vaccine distribution program. To learn more about the vaccine rollout or to learn when you might be eligible to receive it, visit mass.gov/vaccine. Are you a small Cape Cod business owner? The Cape Cod Commission and Cape Cod Chamber of Commerce have launched their third COVID-19 Business Impact Survey to better understand the impacts of COVID-19 on the Cape community. Collected data from the survey is confidential and will be used to help the Commission continue their economic resiliency planning efforts. If you'd like to participate, go to cccom.link/Impact Survey Jan 2021 or visit capecodcommission.org. The Barnstable Municipal Airport has changed its name. According to airport management, the new name Cape Cod Gateway Airport will help maximize the airport's aviation activity, diversify revenue streams, and assist the airport with branding and marketing. I attended the new name unveiling ceremony last week in Hyannis. Cape Media News reports. The Barnstable Municipal Airport has a new name. In order to maximize general aviation, diversify revenue streams, and enhance the airport's image and branding, the airport will now go by the name Cape Cod Gateway Airport.
As part of our overall 2018 airport business plan, we identified 4 major goals for the airport with a number of objectives. And within those goals, they were maximizing general aviation activity at the airport, diversifying our revenue streams so that we have both aviation and non-aviation revenue sources, becoming a regional air transportation leader, and enhancing the airport image and the airport brand.
The new name, Cape Cod Gateway Airport, was chosen during a year-long review of alternative names during the Airport Master Plan Visioning Sessions.
The new name and logo were chosen not only to respond to passenger needs and expectations, but they were also chosen to prepare for potential airline partnerships, to align with the airport's future commercial service, to refocus the customer experience here on Cape Cod, and to change the transportation perceptions for Cape Cod and the islands.
The new name will allow the airport to brand itself as a gateway to the world.
Using gateway in the name allows the airport to use that for marketing purposes as well. As you can imagine, your gateway to the world. Your gateway to fun, your gateway to beaches. So we can use it in multiple ways for travelers coming to the Cape and for travelers or for residences leaving the Cape.
Although the airport will soon take steps to replace old signage throughout the terminal, management says it's only the name that's changing.
Your airport is still here, only the name is changing. Woo. And our designator for the FAA is still HYA. Aircraft will still hail, arriving and departing Hyannis Tower.
The airport unveiled its new name change on Tuesday, January 5th, 2021.
With a new year becomes a new name. This puts us one step closer to reaching our goals.
In Hyannis, for Cape Media News, I'm Gabrielle Rawson. Although the airport has a new name, don't expect to see new signs for Cape Cod Gateway Airport until later this year. Up next, go behind the scenes with local businesses in our newest segment, The Heart of Cape Cod.
People in Massachusetts are asking what they can do to help stop the spread of the virus. Our response? Answer the call.
Hello? Thanks for calling. I've been worried.
Thanks. Now I know what to do.
Through what's called contact tracing, the MA COVID team will be reaching out to everyone who's tested positive for coronavirus or who has been exposed. Look out for area codes 833 or 857 and answer the call to keep your community safe. Visit mass.gov/MA Tracing Team.
Well, it's no surprise that small businesses on Cape Cod are struggling. Since the pandemic began, many have been forced to close their doors or find new ways to connect with customers. That's why reporter Emily Tulloch has created a new segment called The Heart of Cape Cod to learn more about some of our local businesses. Cape Media News reports.
Cape Cod is home to many small businesses, and at the very heart of the community is a deep appreciation of buying and supporting locally. To highlight these businesses, we'll take you on a trip behind the scenes to show what it's like running a small shop on Cape Cod. Today we visit the Cape Coop in East Falmouth, where owner Liz Martin produces small batch artisanal soaps and spa products, in addition to being a backyard farmer and mother of 4.
So I never really intended the Cape Coop to be a business. It just kind of naturally formed out of a hobby. In 2012, me and my husband decided to adopt 4 little chicks. We thought it would just be a cool pet to have, get some fresh eggs. And then we found out that some chickens lay blue eggs and some have cool feather hats. And before long, we had a lot of chickens. And I was also active in some online chicken forums. And I really liked helping new chicken owners come into the hobby and helping them out. So I decided in 2015 to start a blog. And that's when the Cape Coop was born. It was mostly just as a way to pass on my knowledge. It wasn't really meant to be a business. And then it was right around the same time that I started making soaps and spa products. So I thought it'd be another good venue for me to sell my soaps. So it just kind of evolved naturally from there. And then things just kind of snowballed. So we added the ducks and we added some chickens. I expanded my spa product line. And then in 2020, we bought this farm. So we were able to really grow. We got some more chickens and ducks. We added our 2 alpacas. And I hope someday that we'll be able to put a little soap shop out in the barn. So it's given us a lot of new possibilities.
Running a farm and operating a business is no small feat, but Liz Martin isn't afraid of hard work.
Managing the Cape Coop is really kind of like managing 3 different businesses. I've got the farm where I've got to take care of the animals and we sell eggs. And then I've got the blog side where I'm writing articles and I'm answering questions and emails and interacting on social media. And then I have the soap side where I'm packing orders and I'm making products and packaging them. So I've got all 3 to manage. But so during the day while I'm doing my other things, I'll come out and I'll hang out with the animals for a bit. And it's really calming and I love spending time with them. I've always loved animals. So it's a lot of work, but I really like it.
Like so many businesses across the country, the pandemic has impacted the ability to sell products over the past year.
2020 was a huge obstacle at the beginning of the year. All of the craft fairs got canceled. The gift shops that I sell to were starting to pull back some of their orders. And between craft fairs and gift shops, that's like 65% of my business. So I really was very worried about what was going to happen with the soap business this year. But the community is so awesome. I was overwhelmed with the amount of online orders I got, the amount of curbside pickup. Most of it was all from local shoppers who are just looking to help out small business.
The support of locals and the summer tourists has contributed to the success of the Cape Coop. And in Liz's experience, the Cape has many resources to help small businesses succeed.
The Cape is really a great place to run a small business. Not only do we have really awesome year-round residents, but we also get tourists from all over the place, and they want to experience Cape Cod. They want to come to our restaurants. They want to look in our small shops. I would doubt that there's anybody on Cape Cod who doesn't have a friend or family member who doesn't rely on a small business for their income, either as an owner or as a shop, as an employee. So everybody here is really on board with helping out small business. So there's lots of resources. The Chamber of Commerce are all really great. They're very helpful. Love Live Local is amazing. They are really great at promoting local business. I've met so many really great business owners through there, and I've learned a lot from them. And it's always just nice to have somebody to bounce ideas off of or to get feedback from. So it's definitely easy to find a social network of other people that are in the same boat as you.
For more information, visit thecapecoop.com. In East Falmouth, for Cape Media News, I'm Emily Tellick.
To learn more about Cape Coop, visit thecapecoop.com. Up next, Indivisible Outer Cape demonstrates democracy in Truro.
The world is talking about coronavirus, but it's hard to know what to listen to. We have answers to your questions like, who's most at risk for coronavirus? People over 65. People with underlying medical conditions like heart disease, chronic lung disease, asthma, diabetes. People undergoing cancer treatment, and people with weakened immune systems. What should you do if you or a loved one is at higher risk? Avoid close contact with people. Avoid crowds. Stay home if you can. Wash your hands frequently. Learn more ways to protect yourself and others at coronavirus.gov. Together, we can help stop the spread.
Welcome back to Cape Media News. I'm Gabrielle Rawson. Indivisible is a national grassroots organization dedicated to strengthening democracy through education, outreach, and action. Earlier this week, local group Indivisible Outer Cape held a demonstration to tell elected officials they're ready to get down to business. I interviewed Indivisible Outer Cape's leader, Lori Veninger, to learn more about Indivisible and this week's event. Cape Media News reports. To shape democracy and create change, all you need is the collective constituent power that comes with working together. That's the message of Indivisible, a nationwide grassroots organization that promotes strengthening democracy through education, outreach, and action.
Our main goal is to inform and educate the public and to give them the tools to make a difference with their legislators, whether on the local, state, or national level. Our goal is to protect democracy and to empower the people to take part in it.
On Cape Cod, there are multiple Indivisible groups. On the Indivisible's The People Lead Day of Action, the Outer Cape group held a peaceful demonstration to urge elected officials to work to pass legislation they say will repair and strengthen democracy.
Indivisible National has done a really great job of rolling out trainings and an education for groups and group leaders about how to affect change within the system. And it has to do with informing the public, holding forums, creating explainers about how civics works, about how issues are being addressed or not addressed, and empowering them to reach out to their elected officials, because elected officials are the ones that actually will make a difference if they hear from enough constituents. It's constituent power.
Although Indivisible was created in response to Donald Trump's presidential election in 2016, leader Lori Veninger tells us their purpose is bigger than defeating the policies of any one president.
H.R. 1 was the first bill passed in 2019, and it addresses election security and integrity. So H.R. 1 is first and foremost. H.R. 4 is to restore the Voting Rights Act. The Voting Rights Act was gutted by the Supreme Court in 2013, and it allowed for a lot of voter suppression tactics to start creeping back into our politics. So HR 4 would correct that. We're also interested in HR 51, making Washington, D.C. our 51st state. There are some 700,000 residents in D.C., which is about the size of Wyoming, and 500,000 of them are voters, and they are not represented in Congress. So we would like to see something like that changed. And of course, COVID relief, economic and health relief for the people, all the people of this country that are suffering so badly under this mismanaged health crisis.
The demonstration was aired live on the group's Facebook page and was intentionally kept small to respect social distancing guidelines and to prevent the spread of COVID-19.
We are starting a new legislative session right now, and normally we would gather up as many of the indivisibles from the Cape and Islands and go to our representative's office, but we can't do that. Offices are closed, it wouldn't be safe. So Indivisible Outer Cape has arranged that we'll have a few of our members put on a little demonstration on the beach in the open air. We will have a really, one of those big, thick nautical ropes, and we will stand 6 feet apart, and we will have signs and a message about those issues and bills that we want our representative to promote.
To learn more about Indivisible Outer Cape's mission to empower the people of Outer Cape and to facilitate their political engagement in order to preserve democracy, visit indivisibleoutercape.org. For Cape Media News, I'm Gabrielle Rawson. To learn more about Indivisible Outer Cape or to find your local group, visit indivisible.org. Well, that brings this episode of Cape Media News to a close. Please follow us on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram, and thank you so much for watching. We'll be back next time with a brand new episode. Until then, stay healthy. With Cape Media News, I'm Gabrielle Rawson.